Good morning, everybody, and a very, very good morning. Wow, talk about the luck of the Irish. Lorenzo was a Storm 5 hurricane out in the Atlantic, and it was wheeling its way up, spiralling its way up towards the west coast of Ireland, and it stalled. The luck of the Irish. Lorenzo stalled out in the Atlantic. Then it went up further to the very tip of the north-west coast of Ireland, dumped a whole heap of rain. So Donegal has a bit of flooding this morning, and it's been made worse, of course, because there's a very high tide, and the tide isn't due to peak until I think about midday. So the rivers and the tributaries, trying to empty into the Atlantic Ocean, are kind of stalled themselves, so they can't empty. So the rivers are flowing over a wee bit. But anyway, apart from that little bit of wind that was on, I think, the first video or the second video yesterday, there was no wind here at all. It was just very calm. Lots of rain, but of course I have everything in place to deal with rain, so there was no flooding. And you can see it's quite calm this morning. It was a wee bit windy earlier on, but nothing to write home about, as my grandmother would say. I love that old saying, it's not worth writing home about that one. So yeah, there's some leaves down. The birds are all feeding this morning. As you can see, the chair, which I left there as a kind of a marker, of how fierce the wind was going to be, the chair hasn't moved one iota. It's a beautiful morning. Lots of colour. Lots of changes going on in the trees. So Bealtaine Cottage has managed to get through this, although this didn't actually happen. Ireland has been saved. So I'm just looking over onto Kilronan Mountain, and I see a big white streak down there. I don't know if this little camera picks it up. It's kind of there in the middle, and that's the stream running off the mountain, so it looks to be quite fierce anyway, the amount of water running off there. So I think it's just a mopping up thing. Oh look, there's a wee bee. You see? Life goes on, everything keeps going. Not to be stopped. And I can hear the water in the ditch beyond the hedgerow here. It's not very often I hear the water this high up coming down off the mountain, but there you go, or down off the hill. It's not really a mountain. Behind me, there's a mountain in front of me, that's enough. And the birds are singing. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who sent good wishes and prayers and, mindfulness and thoughtfulness about, not just about Bealtaine Cottage, but about Ireland. And, the possible devastation that we were heading into. And as it turns out, passed us by. Well, the Atlantic Ocean seemed to draw it and calm it down. So Lorenzo just kind of spiraled down as opposed to spiraled up, and we're all safe and sound. And it's a beautiful morning, and there's lots to be thankful for. And the birds are feasting away. Look, they're flying all over the place around me. And I'm still in my gym jams, even though it's about, I don't know, must be 9 o'clock or something like that. But I'm just having my coffee. Had a wee bit of a lie-in this morning because I was sort of dreading getting up in a way. I thought, oh God, there's going to be a lot of damage, but there wasn't, and everything's fine. So you can see I've got the big chair here, and I've also got the goddess there. And got some washing still hanging up in there. But look at, everything's good. So blessings to you all. I don't have a lot of battery left on my phone here, so I will be back at you later on with another wee video. And just blessings to you all. I'm very relieved and very happy, and I'll be able to get over to the post office now and post off my bits and pieces of the orders I've got. Thank you very much as well for supporting the Alternate Cottage, and especially your support of the calendar. It's very heartwarming for me. So, another day at Bealtaine Cottage is beginning, and everything is well. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your well wishes. Blessings to you all.